Tell me about Roto.
So Roto, we've been developing it for a long time. We launched our Kickstarter yesterday. We want to prove that virtual reality can be an immersive experience. As gamers, what we found when we put on the Oculus, which is amazing, is that not just us but everyone else, they start to look around for maybe 10 seconds, maybe 20 seconds, and then they start playing it like a normal video game.
Yeah.
And that's really problematic for a number of reasons. Firstly, if you play VR like a normal video game when you're completely immersed, if there's a door behind me and I want to go through that door, well, I would usually spin the world around me using that right thumbstick until it's in front, and then I go through it.
Yeah.
And that causes a lot of VR nausea. It's like this, it's VR poison. If my vision is spinning around and my inner ear is feeling nothing, then you start to get nauseous. So people have to turn around in the real world for virtual reality to become that viable medium. But how do you get people to explore in the real world? It's really problematic because firstly you've got that cable that the Oculus, the Morpheus, the HTC are all going to have, and it's hard enough to get them to turn around in the first place. But when they do, they start to feel it snagging. That breaks the illusion. And we've created this slip ring solution so that going 180 degrees you start getting tangled. Here we can turn infinitely clockwise or anti-clockwise. So this is really important. But that's just the start. To try and give people the inclination to explore is possibly even harder because we're inherently lazy. And if I'm swiveling around a swivel chair, obviously I'm not flying a plane because I can feel the ground. That's the first thing. But also, how do you get people to look around? And people don't. They just sit in a normal chair. So we had to take away the physical exertion of moving around. So we have a motor inside the base with really intuitive foot controls. So you turn it clockwise to go clockwise, you turn it anti-clockwise to go anti-clockwise. Minimal physical exertion. It's fun, it's comfortable, it's easy. And now people, as you'll see, are actually turning around and exploring VR how it should be done. And that's just the basics of it.
So how does it compare to the concave walking pads that they've used with for walking around?
Well, look, we want everything in VR to be successful, but to be honest, I wouldn't stand up and watch a VR movie. A lot of VR experiences are a seated experience, and if people want to stand up and run around, absolutely great. I want to have a go myself, but ultimately most people will be sitting down, and we've been designing this to be really small and affordable so that it can go underneath your swivel chair. You don't even need to get a chair from us. I know that looks like a big beast, but that's just our demo unit. Over there is what it's ultimately going to look like, and it just replaces the swivel chair. So can I just explain a little bit about this really cool feature?
For it. Yeah, sure.
We're tracking which way the user's facing direction is. No other device does that. So if in a VR game, if I look to my right, if I push forward on a joystick, which way is forwards to me now? Is it where I'm looking, or is it where I feel forwards is? Well, actually it's always where your torso is pointing. So if I spin around all over the place, which way is forwards? Well, it's always going to be that way for me. So you can make VR navigation intuitive when you disassociate which way I'm looking from which way I'm facing. And when you combine that with the motor, we can give movie directors and game developers the ability to place us in the middle of the action and turn us towards events that happen. So they can hijack the system and turn us towards the T-Rex coming from behind. So it's like really cool added features.
So what have you got running on it? What kind of
Alien Isolation?
Alien Isolation.
Yeah, we keep getting screams. It's amazing.
Yeah. Well, at Rezzed we tried that in the Oculus booth.
Awesome.
For all of about 30 seconons.
Yeah, I know.
Because I'm a pussy. Like there's no chance for me. I can't play horror games at all. It was something I wanted to try.
We've got it in survival mode, so you cannot avoid it. It's coming at you. It's awesome.
What else have you tried with it?
Well, actually, someone just in the queue was just talking about Windlands. It's an amazing game. There's a few developers that are supporting us, but we're really just starting off. But Windlands is one of those games where it's like a platformy game. So you're used to like Mario jumping, from one to the other. And so when you're in VR and you want to jump up to a platform, it's like, okay, I actually don't want to miss this because I don't want to fall down. And when you go up to jump and then you go too far, it's like, whoa! And when you're in the chair, you get these gravitational forces. Because the motor's turning you get slight centrifugal force, which reminds your brain you've got body mass. And when you've got the headset on, you feel that mass transcend into VR. So in this particular game, when this Windlands has got the top 2 trigger buttons or top 4 trigger buttons, you can fire off these ropes, and then it pulls you up. And on the Roto, you feel like Spider-Man. It's just awesome.
I'd really like to see. Have you played Omega Agent?
No.
By the Firebox, the guys that do the room.
I should totally
That
check
is
it out.
a jetpack game.
Oh.
And one of the reasons it works so well is because you are seated.
Yep.
And I imagine in that, obviously, the spinning with
and
the
if we could
joysticks.
coordinate it turning at the same time, you would feel
need
really
to get
present.
in contact with them at
thank you.
Firebox and just be like, yeah, okay, like we're selling our products together because there's a lot of synergy there.
So this supports all games. It supports all headsets. We think we've made it affordable. You don't replace anything. You can even bring your old accessories out of the cupboard, like a steering wheel.
When you say affordable, what does that mean? What is affordable?
In the queue, I just said, how much do you think it is? They're like $2,000. No, it's $3,000. Actually, it's £199.
£199. Okay.
And that's for the base unit with the pedals, with Bluetooth connectivity for wireless headsets. Then to get the Oculus adapter, that's like another £99 on top.
Yeah,
can't avoid that. So it's £300.
Okay.
And then you can put your own chair on it.
Yeah, and you can use your own computing and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It's still a high end. That's still not. I would never say that's affordable because I think that's slightly offensive to a huge swath of people. Mostly people from the north.
No.
Yeah, no, it's still.
Well, it's cheaper than
really
a
fun.
headset.
Yeah.
But that's obviously not quite mass market yet. And some companies like the Omni that you mentioned, they have proven there's a market for it. So we want to be smaller, we want to be cheaper, we want to be more, as functional as possible in a comfortable way. So we're giving it our best shot, and we need support, otherwise it's not going to happen.
Okay.
Frankly.
Well, I'd love to have a go. Is there any chance that you could put anything other than Alien Isolation?
Absolutely not.
Oh. Oh shit. This is odd. Oh my god. I feel like I'm travelling around in a wheelchair. Oh god, I can't control. I really don't want there to be an alien anywhere. No, please. I guess I'll go over there. No. Well, the Roto is an interesting step forward. It's definitely it's definitely a toy from the future. It's packaged with the white room advertising and everything. I contest any claim that it's necessarily affordable. I think £200 for an additional unit is asking a lot for most people, but it's certainly for VR enthusiasts, I think it's going to be something exciting, something really worth having a go on, and definitely worth supporting in Kickstarter. If you have an interest in the project, please go to the Roto Kickstarter page, which we will link on the side. So if I could get off now, Joe.
I don't know how to turn it off.
All right.
I don't know.
Please.
I think I'm just going to leave you to it. I'm going to go play some games now. Yeah.
No, Joe. No, don't leave me.
I'll come back for you. I'll pick you up later.
Okay. Joe?